A little YouTube drama took place last week and I enjoyed every minute of it. As a channel that covers fake gurus, I love when fake gurus get exposed by larger channels. What Fresh and Fit have done really well is turn their podcast into a trashy Jerry Springer talk show where they confront young women looking to gain some clout, and Myron kicks them out of the podcast. He riles them up with his red pill talk and then kicks them out, proving how worthless women are. Myron and FreshPrinceCeo, his sidekick, are both high-value males, self-proclaimed of course. While the ABBA and Preach drama was going on, I found the entire thing comical because of the fact that people believed Fresh and Fit to be these high-value alpha males in the first place. There was nothing to really expose. Don't believe me? Please go grab some popcorn and get ready to roll out of your seat laughing at this.
Hey guys, it's your boy FreshPrinceCeo, and today we're going to talk about all my W's. Stay tuned for it.
Walter is going to share with us one of his W's, aka a night of romance with multiple women. I want you to tell me when you stopped believing that this story was true.
Alright guys, so you heard my L's, marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're going to talk about my W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
This guy Walter Weeks goes by his alias FreshPrinceCeo on social media and teaches guys to improve their dating lives. If you're struggling with the women out there, then make sure to watch this video because you're going to get tips on how to land 3 women in one day. I can't even say this with a straight face after you watch this entire video.
Now it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, only because it's you saying it.
But I was kind of foreign to this idea of having multiple girls in one day because I felt, do the right thing, do the good thing. Have one girl I'm talking to, and that's it. But I met this guy at a pool party. He's an NBA player. I won't say his name for some reasons, but he's a pretty top tier guy, high value guy, right?
Walter looks in the mirror every morning, but the NBA player was the first high value male he saw that day. Walter allegedly attending a pool party in Miami with an NBA player is not that crazy of a thought. Let's see if the story continues making sense.
I'm at the bar ordering drinks for my friends, and he says, yo bro, what's a good spot to go party at tonight?
The prominent NBA player, whose name cannot be mentioned for certain reasons, asks Walter where the party spots are at. Since Walter has never been around an actual NBA player before, let me fill in the gaps here. NBA players, especially if they're recognizable like this mystery man is, are not hanging out at the bar. Back when I worked for the Houston Rockets, my coworker friend was best friends with Chandler Parsons, and one night I saw them at a bar. For you basketball fans, it was the day after Dame Lillard hit the shot in Chandler's face to win the series. I hung with my friend and Chandler in their bottle service area. At this time, Chandler was a household name and very recognizable. When I was sitting next to Chandler, it was almost overwhelming how many guys were standing around taking videos and asking to buy him drinks. When he went to the bathroom, he needed his friends to surround him, and he bent over to be less recognizable. I say that because NBA players don't hang out at the bar. They can't, and the last thing they're going to do is start chatting up some wannabe ladies man with no girls around him. Let's continue since this story gets even more insane.
I told him, look bro, you can go downtown, you can go to Brickell, Wynwood, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to downtown because it's a really good spot. And then he's like, yo bro, are you on Instagram? I was like, perfect, yeah I am. So I give him my Instagram.
I admire the confidence of Walter for leaving this video up and thinking it's beneficial to his brand. This is hands down the most comical video I've ever seen on YouTube. An NBA player at a Miami pool party is exchanging Instagram profiles with Walter. This story would be comical enough if it ended here, but we haven't even gotten to the part where Walter sleeps with multiple women.
And lo and behold, he followed me, he said, wait, you know this chick? So he pulls up this girl's profile, because you can see who's following someone that you just added from the following list. I was like, yeah, I know her, bro. I used to do her back in the day.
Walter sounds like an 8th grader who heard his older brother refer to sex as doing someone. To all the lovely women watching this, how many of you have already realized that this guy is a complete fabrication of a ladies' man? What's more pathetic is this guy and his partner Myron Gaines are seen as the voice of men's improvement on YouTube.
He's like, that's my shorty want to come in town.
Am I hearing a love triangle between a prominent NBA player and Walter?
So basically, we were smashing the same chick. So he's like, yo, dude, you know what? I'm having a mansion party the next day. Come through, I got you.
This NBA player asked him where the parties were at and then was throwing a house party the next day and invited Walter to it because he looked at his Instagram and they were smashing the same chick. If you add up the odds of this actually happening, it would be the same odds of Fresh and Fit winning a boxing match against Preach.
All this time, we linked up the same night at the party spot I was going to. We connected, and funny enough, we dated the same girls like a bunch of them. It was crazy, you know.
There's the cliche, the fish gets bigger every time the story gets retold. With Walter, the number of women he's with seems to grow every time he shares this tall tale. As you'll see in a minute, Walter has allegedly been with more women than Ellen DeGeneres.
Like I always say, me and Myron, a lot of these girls share the same high value men, and they're around in the same circles, right?
It definitely takes circular reasoning to place Walter and Myron in the same social circles with NBA players. Walter and Myron at a Heat game are in the same building as the women who have fun with the players, but they have much different views.
I'm at his management party, right? There's like 40 girls and like 5 guys.
To enjoy some humor together, let's read through some of the comments. These are some immaculate caps. You dropped this King Blue hat. Sounds crazy, right? Yeah, Smoosh Face, it does. Why didn't they have the other one tell this BS? He fakes it better, referring to his buddy Myron Gaines. The cap is so immaculate. Yo, bro, I remember this happened to me. It was 2016 and I was coming out of class and Kylie Jenner came to pick me up. After that, she let me hit her sisters and then I just kept rotating between her and Kim. It was crazy. Even his biggest supporters quickly realized how fake this is. Imagine needing to come up with insane stories to have people think you get laid. Not only is this pathetic, but it's also indicative of just how much of a fake guru these clowns are.
In my head, I'm like, yo, real talk, this is crazy. Like, I've never been at a party where there's been this much girls compared to guys. So I'm like, yo, how's this gonna work? He says to me, yo, come through, bro. So he's like, yo, pick 3 that you want, and I got you.
This sounds like the Bunny Ranch where Dennis Hoff would line up women and allow you to select which one or ones you'd like to have fun with. I think Walter actually attended a fun house and pretended he didn't have to pay for it.
I was like, 3 that I want? This is like a buffet? Shoot, I'll take it. So I was like, yo, I like her, and her. He goes, talks to them, calls them over, and I kid you not, I got a bedroom for you over here, do your thing. I'm like, what the heck? Is it that easy?
When the credit card payment goes through, then their job is to make it sound easy. They're very experienced handling virgins, and I'm sure they were kind to Walter, making him feel relaxed and comfortable to ensure his first time was memorable. I'm putting out a bounty of $500 for any woman claiming to be one of the 3 at this mythical party to hear your side of the story.
So what happened was, like, I talked to them real quick. They were mad cool, and legit, guys, I could have had a threesome with them, but I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, yo, this is too much for me.
This is too much for me. I can't even believe he uploaded this. This video was produced, edited, released, and is still public 7 months later, even with all of the negative comments and how terrible it looks for his brand. At least now people are starting to catch on to how goofy these 2 clowns are, but shouldn't they try to slow down their brand's death? Keeping videos like this public does not help.
But what happened was, I did my thing with one of them, came back outside, hopped in the shower real quick, talked to the other one, went back in the room later on. So basically, I had 3 girls in one night. It sounds crazy, guys, but there's a whole other world outside of the regular dating circle.
There is a whole other world. This is a fantasy in your head, Walter. It's all made up.
Where guys of high value can actually like set up certain things that regular guys can't. So translate that into like my own lifestyle. Now from Instagram, I say, you know what? I can have 3 in one day. Why can't I do it myself?
This fool thinks he's going to start pulling 3 women in a single day with his Instagram full of pictures representing a fake lifestyle. Walter paid for press releases, paid for Instagram growth, paid to rent a camera to take the picture in front of a random McLaren and jet, and will pay for whatever his fake guru mentor says to buy.
Learning from Deals on Demand that you guys are going to learn if you bought the course. We're going to re-release it soon, coming up maybe like next month. That whole setup there can be done for yourself through Instagram or dating apps. Because for example, all it is a numbers game. So it's all about scale. So with Instagram, you could DM 100 chicks.
This is definitely the worst sales funnel I've ever seen. He creates a fantasy world where even his biggest supporters don't believe him, where he runs into a famous NBA player at a pool party and then has fun with 3 women in one day because of the NBA player, and then promotes the idea that you too can do this from sending women DMs on Instagram.
But the point here is that like, you can have whatever you want in this life. You made that choice. So for me, I was at a point where 3 a day was easily done through Instagram, and that's what I did.
Am I missing something, or did whoever write this script completely forget the story? He's now saying you can have 3 girls in one day from Instagram, but his story was from going to a Miami pool party and then an NBA player's mansion party. This man is so awkward. You know everything after his L's is BS. Stop the cap. How does this fool still have this video up? because it's the only story online of him having success with women. Having a threesome with 3 girls, Fresh failed math. Not as bad as he failed the alpha male test after Preach confronted him about a fight. LMAO, bro, what? How you telling men how you did this on IG? You got the cheeks supposedly because of the NBA player. LMAO, too many holes in your story. About as many holes as Walter will put in the target at the shooting range as he prepares to defend himself against all of those mean internet bullies. This cat is regional manager of lids, LOL. What's ironic about the ABBA and Preach beef with Fresh and Fit is it all started over the idea of paying for fun with women. I made a video a few months back reacting to Walter's hilariously bad videos of him paying for women to do a video with him showing that he could pick up women using his Lambo. The cringe was as bad as the 3 girls in one day video. FreshPrinceCeo is hacking the YouTube algorithm by using the tried and true gimmick of trying to show his young male audience an example of a gold digger only wanting someone because of their nice car. What's unfortunate is Walter has since deleted the gold digger prank videos because there was a 3rd video that I wasn't able to make fun of that is now gone forever. What's hilarious to me is he took down the gold digger prank videos, but he kept the 3 girls in one day video up. Number 3, there's a subconscious misogynistic effect on young males who are influenced by the losers who make these types of videos into thinking that women are gold diggers only interested in guys with a flashy car. It's made worse that this guy Fresh labels himself a dating expert, so guys think he's actually good with women. This is so funny now that we found out that Walter is a punk who calls people out to a fight after him and Myron insult him live on air, then backs down. Even funnier is people who somehow believe he's a ladies' man.
You know, like I said, you're mad cute, whatever, and like, just want to talk to you, you know? So, I got you.
This is a car.
Yeah, you ever been in a Lambo before?
A few times.
A few times?
A few times. But not an orange one, though.
Hold on, I got a door for you. I got you. I got you.
I'll leave the link to this video in the description if you want to watch more. It's funny that a lot of people are finally realizing how big of clowns Walter and Myron are, even though it's been obvious for months. The perfect product for these two would be something about becoming a high-value male, right? The only way left for the normal guy to become a high-value man. Fresh and Fit giving away their jealousy-guarded secrets for scoring 9s and 10s and more in 2021 while increasing SMV. I wonder if the first 2 steps of their program is to become clowns on camera and to lie about adventures with women. Are you seriously ready to pull 9s and 10s almost overnight? I can't decide if 9s and 10s means the objective number given to the woman they're allegedly dating or the number of women Walter will get with at his next Miami pool party. I'm Myron Gaines and my business partner FreshCeo. We're 2 guys pulling girls in one of the most competitive markets, Miami, Florida. We run a podcast helping men how to navigate the current sexual market. Our lay count is over the 3 figures.
I love you. I love you. Yeah.
I can't even take these guys seriously. Our lay count together is over the 3 figures. I haven't confirmed that this is the count of them together or if it's a combination of their experiences. Myron has triple-digit lay count and Fresh has quadruple-digit. I'd have a hard time believing that Fresh has a double-digit lay count. These guys are corny, fake, and can't even count. Fresh is like Dan Pena and counts the success of others as his own, apparently. He probably walks up to NBA players and asks their lay count so he can use it in his sales copy.
Hey guys, it's your boy FreshPrinceCeo. And today we're gonna talk about all my W's. Stay tuned for it.
Ladies watching this, how believable is it that this guy has slept with more than 1,000 women? We need some type of blood test where you can prove if someone is still a virgin, like a blood test for proving if someone is on gear or not. You can have Walter go and get checked for one of his vlogs. It's likely you've never heard of us though. We've been content to keep a pretty low profile and remain behind the scenes. The rational male, Rollo Tomasi, has seen us in action. We haven't heard of you because no one credible promoted you. What Myron and Walter have done is basically take everything the red pill fake gurus say and spit it out on their Jerry Springer show. I can't even get through this video. Rollo Tomasi has seen us in action. What action are you talking about? Because I know Rollo isn't getting allowed into the Miami nightclubs. Except for our lightning fast growth in YouTube, currently at 22K subscribers with only a few months, we've never tried to promote ourselves, self-aggrandize, and do all that chest-beating nonsense necessary to be a player in the overcrowded guru market. Long story short, I'm going to give you a few cool surprises when you take advantage of the High Value Academy. Yes, they've never done any fake guru stuff like made videos lying about their success with women. Walter specifically has done everything on the fake guru checklist. Myron isn't as bad, but I've seen the Pope with more women. I want to remind you that anyone can make claims on social media and not have to prove anything. What's beautiful to me is when someone gets confronted and their true colors get shown. ABBA and Preach confronted Walter and Myron Myron, and their true colors were made very public. Walter is a cornball who no one respects. Myron can at least pass off as a guy with some experience with women, but he's not some stern alpha male, and it showed. Entrepreneur and alpha male are two terms so heavily overused on social media right now by guys desperately wanting to be one. There's a saying that's always stuck with me: the rich guy doesn't need to tell you he's rich when he walks in the room. There's a reason Walter and Myron have to remind everyone on every podcast how alpha and high value they are, because you can't fake actions, but you can fake words. Now, let's get back to clowning Walter.
I'm a little bit different because when I meet a chick, right, she would never know that I'm RP aware because I move so chill and so cool.
All of these red pill losers think knowing red pill terminology is like a badge on their chest that magically spreads women's legs. I love how Preach saw right through it on the spot.
They're like, when she leaves my presence, she's like, yo, damn, what is that? Because real talk, I'll fuck a bitch, take her to eat some dinner. Her belly's full, she's feeling good. Yo, babe, text me when you get home.
Anyone who speaks like this is not successful with women.
She's like, that was an amazing time. On to the next one. But see, that experience with me was priceless. So she enjoyed the moment, bro.
I think Preach deep down was like, this guy is as corny as jokes about my last name.
But if we're being honest, we know that a lot of motherfuckers in this game
facts, bro.
are liars. I was about to say,
Facts, yeah.
they can talk all this stuff. You put them in front of women, is like, I love you, right? And they look like a comatose patient. So it's just important to see who's really about it, and if they're not, then you need to discard them.
We only mess with people that are actually real. If you're not real,
That was ironic. A month ago, Walter continued on with the paid press releases tour to build up his fake guru brand. Walter Weeks is cementing his name in the music industry. Age 20, Weeks' lyrical prowess and music writing skills are exceptional. He is proving to be an excellent songwriter and poet, composing captivating songs. Weeks has also established himself as a music producer. A master of his craft, Weeks' music production skills have resulted in him being one of the youngest sought-after music producers in the US. He is a force to reckon with in the industry and is expected to gain more prominence in the near future. His previously paid press releases introduced him into the game of helping people with lifestyle and women. He basically creates the press release before the grift begins, so my guess is this is signaling his next grift of getting into the music business. His immediate aspirations are to establish a music record label to hone his production skills. He also intends to start producing his own music, and he feels that creating his record label is the right step. Good luck to the artist trying to sign to his label, if it even exists. These guys have a product called DMs on Demand, which is going to show you how to DM the most beautiful women in your city and get them on dates. When I fixed my profile and tapped into that hidden 10% of guys who have status and game, I had the women I dreamed about. The women that I previously thought were way out of my league were now messaging me to hang out with them. The women that once rejected me for not being interesting and having a high value lifestyle now wanted to be friends with me. And the women who are attracted to the top 10% of guys were now begging me for alone time together. With all of these amazing women Myron is dating, it's amazing that he doesn't have any receipts on his Instagram page. It's funny that the screenshots proving that this system works includes what is insinuated to be Myron's DM inbox, which no proof is provided, so that's flaw number one. Flaw number two is that blue checkmark girls are not DMing a guy like Myron who has very little clout in the social media world. Flaw number three is that I've never seen an inbox look like this. Flaw number four is the dates don't align. From top to bottom, the dates are 14 hours, 3 weeks, 8 weeks, 1 week, and 1 week. They aren't even in chronological order, so clearly this is a fake image. Proof that their system works is a clearly photoshopped image. What would be funny is having Myron show his Instagram DMs live on the podcast, but we all know why he would never do that. Or maybe we do know what would happen. Thanks to Kevin Ray Wilder for making this video.
Okay, now put up Myron's. No, hell no. Yes. No. Put up Myron's. No, man. No. We're not doing this. I gotta see. No. Put up Myron's. Put up Myron's. Chris, put up Myron's. Chris, don't do it. Put up Myron's, bro. Put a content. Put content. No. Put up Myron's. Yes. We're not doing it. Yes. We're not doing it. So let's. Why? Are you scared? No, it's not that I'm scared, bro.
This is the perfect ending to this video. These girls were reviewing Walter's Instagram and absolutely roasting it. One even said he looks like a scammer. After Walter was abused live on air, he said it was Myron's turn. Myron shut that down quickly, knowing that any criticism from women would have destroyed the facade that he has blue checkmark women sending him DMs. Just a reminder that these guys teach men how to have success with women and how to set up your profile for attracting women on Instagram. Don't you think having women talk about your Instagram would be ideal for promoting how good it is? What's beautiful about that moment is that they were confronted live and couldn't answer. I bought a 24 pack of popcorn the other day because the drama with Fresh and Fit has just begun. What's unfortunate is how influential they are on impressionable young men who look up to these guys. You can't possibly watch their content and think that they love women. They literally bring women on their show to cause a scene so they can kick them out. Fresh and Fit creates entertaining content for a certain group of people. If you're looking to learn how to become a man or improve with women, then I would highly suggest finding a guru who has receipts or who doesn't make videos lying about getting with 3 women in one day. What's ironic about Fresh and Fit is they claim they're now no longer participating in drama, even though their entire platform was built on trashy drama. And since we know they're fake gurus, drama is the only thing bringing people to their show. I think my bag of popcorn is done in the microwave. I'm ready for the next explosion of drama fireworks to happen. Thanks for watching.